long time since we've rock and rolled. Here we are on Catunkwood Chronicles once again. And today's episode is entitled Avenue Fucked. A very enticing and interesting episode name. We are here today with Ashlyn Komoric. Hi, Ashlyn.
How are you, James?
I'm looking at Ashlyn right now, and she doesn't change them at all. I feel like I'm aging
Ashlyn is just actually an AI.
Manifestation.
Exactly. I'm not real.
And we are joined once again. We had such a special time last time with Arona Maresta.
So sweet.
It was so much fun. And we wanted to have Arona back. Sometimes we abbreviate your name. Is that okay, Arona?
Rona's good.
Rona works for me, too. I kind of like it.
I have to comment, the climate control in here is much nicer than the last time.
Oh, yes.
God,
It was summer.
dying.
Yeah. This is the shoulder season is the best.
There's like 3 days in a window before the heat comes on at a terrible pace. But we talk about that quite a bit. We haven't really addressed that problem. But you have a nickname I've heard around town. Arona, who is now Rona, also known as Coco. Is there something behind the Coco?
Well, maybe in my younger years, you go into the local bar and Arona's kind of boring, and you ever done that? Make up a persona. And,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I was...
Is that when you're dancing?
Yeah, we had a few
With the
drinks.
pole?
Maybe there's...
Yes.
No, you just...
There is a pole in our local bar.
Coco Sheffield. Ooh,
Coco
sounds very...
Sheffield. That was my my younger days when in the summertime when all the little preppy guys had come in and
Yeah.
it really didn't work. But
I used to pretend
tried
I
it.
was English from Battersea.
Oh my God.
And I would go through the whole accent all night long, and then I get busted later on. It's awful. I should never have done that. But it was a very good
After
exercise.
a few drinks, you'd forget that you were English.
No, the next morning, typically.
God.
And I'd wake up, and there was another person there sometimes.
You say, "Good morning."
Not often, but, there were some days that happened. And, what are you doing in my bed? Oh, Madonna me.
When you first met Eva, were you English or were you...
No, I went straight up on that one. It was just the dancing. It just came down to the dancing with her. Not that she was doing any professional dancing with the pole thing, but we danced, and there was a certain move, and I can tell you right where it was, in Newport. It was upstairs above Pelham.
Pelham.
And they had a dance thing going on there. It was a certain move she did, and that was it. I was done.
Oh.
Isn't that interesting?
Sweet.
I just, I said, oh, that's the one. I want to dance with her for the rest of my life.
Aw.
Wow.
Okay.
Way out of line here with all that
okay.
discussion. It's too gushy. So I wanted to talk to you because I know you're a professional.
Of some sort.
Professional listener.
Okay, sure.
And I wanted to ask you, about relationships.
Uh-oh. Okay, cool.
Am I inverse relationship with food? Because
Your inverse relationship with
yes,
food?
I like
Explain
food,
more.
but
Yeah.
then
Is that technical?
I eat it, and then I get fat. So what's up with that?
Isn't that what happens to most people?
That's normal.
Well,
you are normal.
Normal.
You're normal.
Normal
It's all
American.
good. Yeah, you're normal. That's what happens.
All right.
You eat. You put
Just-
on weight.
That's not
You
acceptable.
put on weight. Well, then go on a GLP-1.
I want to have a different relationship with food.
Just start taking the shots. I don't know what else to tell you. That's what
Or
everybody else is doing.
you could do your favorite thing, which is go and eat at restaurants that have tasting menus.
Oh,
That's nice.
very,
Oh,
very.
don't get him started
Oh
on...
my gosh, you and the tasting menu. I'm picking.
You get to try so many different things.
You do.
And James is the whole time saying, this is not enough food. This is not a meal.
Oh, if I could go someplace, just have a spoonful of everything. Because that's the experience. It's not about getting full and feeling, It's about
Mm.
the experience. Don't you think?
It's the experience of being ripped off, yes. I need to change my relationship with money.
Have you gone to the place over across the bay in Newport?
Yes, and
I'm
we
forgetting
went.
the name of it.
We went for.
Are you talking about
New Year's Eve.
Gusto?
Gusto.
Yes.
Love Gusto.
Don't get him started.
You love.
That's very European. You've been to Europe. You don't, except maybe Italy. You don't eat to get stuffed.
No.
That's why they have the physiques that
he
they
had
do.
he had a very bad New Year's Eve experience there.
Oh, why? You went away not full?
Beyond not full. No.
Well, my husband does. He goes home, he eats peanut butter crackers.
I was full by the end,
Really?
especially
But you were
because of the
happy.
pacing. Because by the time, if you eat slowly like that, then the message gets from your stomach to your
It's
brain, and it's like,
festive.
yeah, I've had enough.
If you're going to get full, you go eat fast food. If you're going to enjoy,
Come on now, Eva.
seriously.
Eva was served as her main course 1/3 of a rutabaga, cut in thin
I
slices.
don't think it was a rutabaga.
It was a rutabaga.
Was it?
That was it, with a little lettuce on the
But
sides.
did it taste good?
I don't know.
Did it make her happy? Just
It
the
did not make her
taste?
happy. She's not happy still. She was happy to be with.
Then
You know,
guys
Ashland.
need to go to the 99
Stewart.
cent. What is it called? The 99 cent.
Or go
come on,
to
no.
IHOP.
Give us a little
Yes.
credit.
No.
I like IHOP. And there's another sponsor. So
Or
here
the-
we.
the place where you bring your plastic lined handbag so
Yes,
that you can.
yes.
What are they?
Shovel
The
it in.
hometown buffet. That's what it's
Yeah.
called.
Yeah.
Oh, we used to go as when the children were little, and I think the kids eat free or something, or for $1 or something.
Where are you going for New Year's this year then?
I don't know, but where are we going? I was thinking that we should have a gathering of all the guests at, from a Catunkwood Chronicles, and have all those guests visit.
I think everybody could clean out their fridges from Christmas and do just like a refrigerator potluck.
Except I will be bringing mine in
Half a
small
wheel of
portions.
Do we bits?
Handful of
It tastes-
not quite stale crackers. Why not?
I think the idea is solid. I'm going to go with solid on
That's
that.
exactly how a North End happy hour is done.
Right.
You just decide moments before whose house
Just
it
grab
is,
and
and
go.
everybody just grabs whatever random thing they have.
Although you won't be full. So it's the same problem. It's like Gusto. It's like a home.
No, I
fun
can
Gusto.
go on full. Now this is the transformation of my relationship with food. I have to change that, and I don't know how to do it. And I'm asking a professional, and you're telling me to take a shot.
Yeah.
Are you talking about with like a small caliber gun, or what's up with that? All right,
No, and
so
all the celebrities are doing now, right?
Right. It's those.
Yeah, Serena Williams, she's got a commercial on TV for it.
she's
Although,
changed her relationship with food.
Have you?
Wow. All right, so hey, what's going on with the Transformers in the harbor? These big giant Transformers,
Were you talking about the
ships.
ships? Oh, Transformers.
They look
I was
like they-
thinking technically like.
Like Transformers, like
Yeah.
those. I'm not talking about those
You're talking about the old
toys.
cartoon
they
show.
They do look like those, don't
Don't
they?
they really? It's
Well,
frightening.
the really big one, the biggest one that was there for a while, I never actually saw it moving, but it would not surprise me if it just stood up and walked out of the bay.
Yes,
Womp,
yes,
womp.
exactly, and might pinch a few
It
things
just
on the way.
doesn't look like a ship.
It doesn't.
And how does it float? And why do we have that much water in New? I don't think we have that much water in Newport Harbor to support.
Does it
'cause
ground
it's
itself?
so high.
Because it's like the drilling rigs, right? It looks like the
Yeah,
drilling rigs.
I mean, it must be floating, but it does
Is it
kind of
floating?
look like it's standing there.
Yes.
And I didn't
I
see
just
it
didn't know
move,
if it-
so
goes down and stabilizes itself in any way.
Well,
But that's all that the offshore. What do you guys think about the offshore wind whole thing?
I think there's more wind offshore than there is on land.
But I mean,
although the other night there was so much wind. Did you hear the wind the other night?
Oh, there's plenty of wind on shore that night.
It wasn't gusting. It was just one
it's
steady,
a solid wall.
as if a endless freight train was driving through.
I'm pretty sure Catunkwood's going to get hit tomorrow as well with a similar thing. And I played golf through that that blast of wind you're talking
Did it
about.
help?
Oh, it didn't help
It
for.
depends on which way the.
It's all about
Right?
which way,
Yeah.
and you have to play through it. Oh, it's tricky. You have to stabilize yourself with a wider base. I didn't learn that till about the fourth hole.
James, you live on the west side. Do you hear? And I love the sound in the wintertime when all the banshees. I call them the banshees.
Yeah.
The wind coming through all of the masts down at the marina. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, it does sound like banshees though. It sounds like
I'm not
screaming.
sure. Banshees.
Yeah, like what they say the banshees are.
Is that near the perineum? That's where you find your banshees. They'll be down near the perineum. Whistling. So fun. Jocularity. Oh, so I also wanted to ask a little bit about SNAP and this reversal of policy. I think reluctantly, right? It took a court order
From a Rhode Island judge.
from a Rhode Island judge.
But
Rowdy.
I can tell you, he's such a.
Oh, so we're
But I can tell you today, actually, reached out to a family through the job that I consult on, and that mother informed us that she got $60. That was her SNAP benefit that was given for the month.
I don't think.
Because it's only partial funding, right?
$60.
What do? You buy a big bag of rice, I guess. If I don't know. It's just horrible.
It's just, he wants to blame.
Yes, of course.
Are we not supposed to be political on this?
No, we've gone there before.
gone there
I don't want to
before.
go there. I don't want to.
It's
just,
It's like what? So what are we doing about it? And here's what
okay.
I did go to one of the rallies. We talked about that. I know that, and I'm talking about political rally. It was King's Day.
Yep.
No kings. I'm going to eliminate kings, and which seems like fundamental, right?
Right.
It's something that we don't necessarily have to do, but that day we had to do that, and then there were other things we could do, right? So, which were get involved in political stuff. So Eva jumped on board, did a lot of calling, and mostly in New Jersey, not randomly.
Oh.
So that was really
Reaching out to
effective,
the
I
vote.
thought, and it was uplifting for me to listen to.
Yeah, good for her.
Now, that's probably what I'll do next time there's a need for that kind of thing. I'll jump on to it, because she did it, and she's oftentimes leading these kinds of things.
And
She
now
leads she leads me to a lot of great places, right? I go to see things, go places.
Upstairs at the Pelham?
I'm now a member of the NARM. Are you a NARM member?
What is that?
North American. It ends up with the word museum. So you
Museums?
can go to any museums in the
This was
North
something
America.
to help the political cause.
No, but this is a good example of something that Eva has tuned me into, right? So wherever we go, we have passes to go to the museum.
Aw,
And we have some guest passes, too, so maybe we'll
nice.
bring you.
How is that helping to feed people, though? I'm trying to bring this back to SNAP.
It's about Eva making these kinds of, efforts, and I'm
does,
all
yeah.
about it. I'm all about it, I
Yeah.
think, and she's teaching me how to do it, and a lot of it was technological, so that's where I kind of said, I'm probably not where I'm going to be best. But then I'm good at speaking to people, even on the phone, so I think next time I'm going to jump in guns a-blazing.
Well, it is the first female governor of New Jersey because of Eva and her efforts.
Isn't that true?
It's
And then
exciting.
Virginia, and then
And the Virginia, the
yeah,
Yeah.
rock and roll. And then something passed out in California, and yeah, they're making some
New York?
strides here. New York was a great, win for Democrats. So, it's an interesting day today. So some things that are happening in Katunquit. Do you know Abraham Gillespie?
no.
He had a recent visit to the hospital. Mr. Gillespie's the oldest citizen in the island of Katunquit. You must know. You've heard of him. When asked what his secret is, he said, to never tell secrets and to be assured that I drink well, it used to be a small juice glass, but now it's just a few shots of potato-based vodka each day.
Oh.
I thought
I feel like a few shots is more than a small juice glass.
Yeah.
So is he ramping up then?
No, because a shot is less than 2 shots is less than a small juice glass.
Well, you didn't say a couple of shots. You said a few shots, so I took that to be 3. Is a shot 2 ounces?
A shot is 1 ounce.
Shot is 1 ounce.
How old is he?
He's 108.
That's
108.
pretty old.
108. Yes. Pretty cool, huh?
That's very cool. Good for him.
Really old man. And good. He gets out. He's out and about. He's not playing golf anymore, but he was. I remember playing in a group with him. Pretty cool.
Until the wind blew him away.
I played at the Catunquit Country Club the other day with John Pagano, 93, and he had an eagle.
Wow.
On his shoulder?
Fly over. No, it was an eagle is 2 under par, so par is good.
For the non-golf people.
Birdies are good, very good.
But an eagle is a birdie.
Yes. An eagle has more respect. It's just a bird. It's just a single bird. All right, so that was the Gillespie. And then Bjorn Johnson. Bjorn, you doesn't have to call me Johnson. Recently did a genealogy test and found that his ancestors built part of the structure known as the Viking Towers in Newport. However, the tower was completed according to Johnson's understanding of his research in 1663 to 1678, sometime during the governorship of Benedict Arnold, and not during the time of the great Viking explorations 500 years prior to Columbus. However, Johnson of Catunquit is related to the Johnson who was of Viking descent that helped construct the Viking Towers that is now known as Turl Park in Newport. Are you familiar with this?
I'm not familiar with the Viking Tower.
Oh, yes, you are.
I am? It's not the Chinese thing, right?
No.
No, it's a different continent.
You're talking about the Mayan Autonomy one, or are you talking about the mill?
It looks like a mill.
Yeah, off of
Sort
Mill
of.
Street, yeah.
So if you were to go to the Newport and you wanted to go to the Empire Tea, you took a left.
Yeah.
Empire
Which
Tea.
Empire Tea?
Don't get specific.
It's
on the main
Girls Club
road there with all the mansions.
The big round thing with the arches?
yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a whole thing about that being built by the Chinese in 1492.
No.
That is not correct.
Really?
You know that book?
Never heard that.
Yes, you have to read the book.
Columbus.
By the Chinese.
Columbus was Chinese.
Chinese because they were laborers and they were building it for someone
No,
else.
no, because they were explorers, and and according to this book, they were all over the place back then.
I love that.
That's an interesting book. Tony Spanatonis, 23 years old, formerly of Alger Drive in the North End near the clubhouse, was awarded a part in the upcoming new musical on Broadway called Highway F. Isn't this cool? Mr. Spanatonis plays the part of Hiram High, his nickname is High, Averill, a young man with a desire to live alone in New York studio apartment and invent ways to get back at the government for their unfair treatment of transgender people in the military.
This is a musical?
It's a musical.
Okay.
Tony's drama teacher, Stephanie Alwitten from Catunquit, recalled, Tony was a wonderful young man filled with a theater spirit from his first role as an oak tree in the play Into the Woods in the Catunquit Community Theater production.
I thought when you started reading this that it was going to be about his desire to live alone in a New York studio apartment, given that it's so expensive and you would really need to have 2 or 3 roommates to do that.
Well, there's something that's probably the, what's that? That's the follow-up play, or what's that called? The sequel. That's the sequel to the production. That's really exciting for everyone at Catunquit Theater. And then,
very
of course,
exciting.
Tony, right? Right? He's a wonderful young man.
Did your
Hometown
kids ever
boy.
do one of those Katunkwit
Yes,
theaters?
and I did too. I was involved as well. I did. There was not. It wasn't a musical. It was a straight play. It was Into the Woods.
Oh,
Oh, how
Happy
about
to be
you,
into
Rona?
it.
Any involvement in the?
yeah. My kids were involved, and I was involved. I think I was a background dancer during Cinderella in the ballroom scene.
Coco Sheffield.
Huh?
Was that
dancer.
Coco Sheffield? Or?
Yes, I tried it again on my partner. It didn't work. But yeah, those are great. Those are great.
They're great
little
times.
family thing, right?
Yeah,
Gets
yes.
everybody involved.
Yeah,
You're not
it's
watching
like a rite of
TV on a
passage.
Wednesday night. Instead, you're shoving food down your kids' throats and getting them out to practice, and
Yes.
so much fun. So much fun.
Send them with a box of Kleenex. Everyone gets sick because we overworked. It was really fun, though. I thought it was great. Where are you going, young man? That was my line.
Oh,
I was father.
Father.
Yeah, returning home. And, I don't know. Well,
Did you like that play? Because I've watched it. You
I
know,
liked it
you-
because I was in it. It was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed every
Yeah,
part
I mean,
of it.
I didn't go see that. Maybe that production was great, but a couple times I've started watching it, like, you know how you can pull up online the
Yeah.
Broadway show. And I don't know, I get through the first 10 minutes and I am bored out of my mind.
Yeah, it's a lot about sitting around reading and writing. It can be boring, believe me, I know. Jack DeSanter, local Katunkwitonian and commercial fin fisherman, the specialty of catching bluefish for the smoked bluefish market and the Providence market, noted the bluefish have never been this late in coming north. There ain't been a run of bluefish yet. I'm usually hauled out by this time, but now I'm running fuel through the engine, just waiting. It must be the water's too warm. That must be it. And it's from Jack. That's right from the source, right? 35 years, he's 40 years fishing.
Only a quahogger like yourself would refer to him as a commercial fin fisherman.
Right.
So do they come down from the north? When you said though it's too warm.
Come up north, I said.
Well,
they-
then that doesn't. Or are they just
I'm trying to
coming in from
understand.
offshore?
I don't know what they're doing, but they're not here, and it must be the water
He
thing.
only deals with shellfish.
I'm
If they
asking
have
because I
fins, he
don't
has
know.
no idea where they came from.
Bluefish would come from the
Yes,
south to the north, but they would have already been here. Like maybe they would be coming south now. That's an interesting point. I'm surprised he said that, but I don't know. Whatever. Did I say that, or
Cool
did he?
beans. No, I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, he said something about north. He must be all fouled up now.
well.
Poor Jack.
Or he's trying to throw off everybody else and he's catching
Yeah,
all the fish.
exactly. He's doing the haul. They're not here yet.
He's contributing to the global warming with his engines running all the time and just running fuel through the engine. But remind me later, because I want to talk to you, because last time you visited, we went out for coffee after, which sometimes
Yeah,
happens
yep,
if
yep,
I
yep.
have a few dollars in my pocket. And we went and chatted, and you had like 10 stories that like you didn't tell on the show. Perhaps you didn't think we had that kind of show. But we're going to talk about those in a minute. I just have to
Okay.
remind people of these. These are really essentially just things I want them to know about the town here that came up this week. So I have a hard time remembering stuff. So Tellis Miner of Newport, formerly of Anson Drive, near he lives over near the Pierogi Islands in Katunkwit.
Yeah. Yep.
He contacted Katunkwit Chronicles to make us aware of a correction as Tellis. His name is Tellis. It's such a main name, isn't it? Indicated with quotation marks and parentheses, followed by an exclamation point, that Boris Swineman was not a member of the Elks Club in 1966 and therefore not in attendance during the Elks trip to Pawtucket when the famous dam on the Blackstone River burst its coffers and come down through Pawtucket and then through Central Falls. He was adamant about that.
Oh.
As a representative of Katunkwit Chronicles, I responded to Mr. Miner that I don't recall speaking of any dam bursting in Pawtucket or Central Falls on the show. Did I?
I was just going to say, I don't know why he's writing to because I don't remember us ever talking about that.
But if you'd like to be a guest on the show, have at it, I said. We, as of podcast recording time, not heard from Mr. Miner. So that's really, I'm sure Roan is really excited to hear all about somebody that's talking about something that actually didn't happen. Wednesday Night Live at the Ganny. Uh-oh.
That was fun.
Bingo,
I went to
bingo.
The first one.
You went to the first
Yes,
one.
I
Well
did.
attended that night.
Huh?
Very well attended.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good till 9. Then I got to go home and go to bed.
My neighbor said, 8 o'clock's like midnight for me.
It's true.
And I feel similarly. So Wednesday Night Live at the Ganny was once again a huge success last month, as the third Wednesday of each month brings out area's best talent from 8 to 10 p.m. Cotunkwood Chronicles host, me, James Allen, is one of the 2 open mic hosts, so come on down to the show. Sign up early at 7:30 if you intend to perform. Next show is November 19th, 2025, 7:30 p.m. Sign up to perform, and it's at a 8 p.m. start. Perform very late for you. Performers and audience members are welcome. Drinks and food available at the door prize, both for audience members and performers. Entry is free.
Can I ask why it's not 7?
Well, there was,
I'm sorry. Never
There's
mind.
been a lot
I
of
won't
discussions
ask.
about
I won't
this.
ask. I won't ask.
but we're getting there. We're close.
Okay.
I think
All
we have
right.
2 more months of promotion that we paid for, and therefore
I got
we have
it.
to
Okay.
Oh, because the promotion says 8.
8.
Oh. Okay.
So, you can't just bust it out
Got
and
it.
change it. However, I agree. I'll be a lot sharper at 7. Hosted by the Narragansett Cafe, Narragansett Avenue, Jamestown, Rhode Island, and the Rodeo Poets, and sponsored a little bit by us here at Cotunkwood Chronicles. So I wanted to, we'll do music waves and all that stuff.
Okay.
Getting back to you, Rona, you had some wonderful stories about some really funky shit going down in the city of Cotunkwood. Back in the 70s. Wow, some folks moved
It
in.
was in the 70s, 80s. Yeah,
So
but
from
it's a
Scandinavians moved in.
Were they Scandinavians?
They were Scandinavians, right?
Yeah, did I send you the link?
You
for the
did. I
paper?
did. I did a thorough research
Yeah,
on
what
this.
did you learn?
I learned that there was some folks having some of these very sexual parties up in the north end of Cotunkwood, and they had a home there, and they would invite people over like you might.
They were filmmakers.
But they were
They were
filmmakers.
artistic filmmakers,
Yes. Okay.
and they'd invite young women
And men,
and men.
because they needed both
Yep.
parts
Yeah, to
played.
make artistic films.
And the perineums were all intact. Let's just say that, right? So this is a good example of bringing something back twice now. That's the second.
Ding, ding. It's
I
like
think
a
that might be
Seinfeld
the
thing.
third one. So if it hits 4,
Yeah.
it's probably not going to be funny next time. But on that topic, so this was going on, and you described this interestingly enough during our little visit. Then you went and did all this research.
Just to
And-
make sure I wasn't totally lying. I mean, I was remembering it from the perspective of hearing about it, and I was like 12. So,
Yes. Ooh. So you didn't get any details then. You were just,
Yeah. And
But now, like-
a family member, I will not say who, actually remembers these people hanging out and getting solicited for it, of which that person said no, thank you. And then everything was busted, and these people.
were they
ended up with-
specific about what they were asking for?
No, I think it was to be a model.
Oh, yeah, that's the ruse.
To be a model, but yeah, that was big for Cotunkwood. That was
Yeah.
big. Like, who are these people? And these people ended up with their children being taken away temporarily.
Yeah, that's really bad.
And they
How
they
far
left the
north
area.
was this?
Right near your house. That's right near.
I
Wait a
don't
minute. You
remember
look a little
specific
Scandinavian.
location.
No,
I don't remember specific location, but yeah, they had pulled the same thing out in California,
Yes.
and there was some magazine. There
You
was a
might want to
magazine
rephrase
they
that.
had.
They pulled the same thing out. Okay, and yeah, there was all this sex going on. This is like, new wave stuff, and they would have a party, and then it become an orgy, and then they would film it all. It's really not very advanced
I think
filmmaking.
they thought Cotunkwood was just this out of the way place that they could go underground, so to speak.
Yeah.
Right? And they didn't realize Cattunquins. We find out.
Oh,
But
it's
it was very scandalous. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. And then there was a brothel aboard a ship. This is wild. Somebody brought a ship
This story
in.
I haven't heard.
These were, again, rumors that you would hear your parents talking about. And I don't want to be like sued by anyone, but there was a ferry boat was brought to town. It was not one of the original ferries. And I remember it was red, and it was originally billed, they opened it as a restaurant, an Italian restaurant.
Yeah, so it had Italian food.
Mm-hmm. I heard the food was terrible. I don't ever remember going as a kid. But then it started to get the reputation that upstairs there was
But that was
extracurricular.
legal in Rhode Island.
Was it?
Indoor.
Oh, you're right. It
Yeah.
was. It was.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it was legal. Wow.
It only
legal.
became illegal, 10 years
You
ago
couldn't
or
walk
something?
the streets. You're right. You
Right.
couldn't just walk the
It was
streets.
okay
So
to
it was
have an
legal.
indoor.
But Cattunquits, there's a lot of Baptists here at that time. No.
It's
And
not,
it was called the Fun Ferry. That was the nickname. The Fun Ferry.
Oh, wow. And then there was the thing that's not acceptable is bad Italian food. Okay? So,
Yeah, so
right.
they
That-
could get in
that's the
trouble
part
for
that
that,
was
but
really
not for
scandalous.
running the brothel.
right. So you actually, know the old joke, right? It's the old
I don't
joke.
know.
Oh,
What's the
okay.
joke?
You said Baptist, so I have to say it.
Oh, why don't Baptists?
Yeah.
dance?
Yeah, so why are the Baptists against premarital sex?
Right.
Because it could lead to dancing.
That's an old
It's
one.
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, because you know what? Why it's funny? Because of irony, right? We don't know that's the irony there. Is that irony? It's like unexpected outcome.
Right. But I remember that joke from years ago.
Yeah.
A good family friend, and it was a mixed marriage, and the wife was Catholic and the husband was Baptist, and it was very scandalous when they got married. His parents were not happy about it. He worked at one of a paper, a newspaper that was very conservative in the state, and they gave him flack for marrying a Catholic.
Isn't
in
that
1950s.
ridiculous?
But anyway,
That's
neither here nor there.
we have-
But they used to tell that joke all the time.
glad we gotten beyond that. There'll be no progeny. That was the case. Okay.
Yeah, those are my two stories: the Fun Ferry and the Swedish Sex Film.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah.
Those are fun stories that ended up at the diner or wherever we went for coffee.
Coffee talk.
So I think we're gonna do some more of this. So I wanted to get into the bullshit or not. Do you have a bullshit story today or not?
I'm not familiar enough with this podcast to know what that means.
Oh, we do a story, and then
You
you
have to say whether
ask
it's true
at
or
the
not?
end of the story whether it's bullshit or not. I'll start us
You
off.
started.
You could have told the Fun Ferry story as a bullshit or not.
True, but my guest is very aware of the.
Well, she could have told.
I could have told this story.
Okay, so we mentioned something about Benedict Arnold, right, before? And you know that Benedict Arnold, that was the governor, right? That was the governor, Benedict Arnold,
Yeah.
who was the great-grandfather of the traitor.
Benedict Arnold.
Was the traitor Benedict Arnold related to governor of the state of Rhode Island and Providence Plantation's governor Benedict Arnold of 1663 to 1678? B.A. was born in 1741 in Norwich, Connecticut. That meaning Benedict Arnold, B.A. After the father, Benedict III, and a grandson of former governor moved his family to Norwich. So I guess what I'm asking is it true that he moved his family to Norwich?
I mean, that's not
Okay.
even an exciting fun fact.
It's true. Is it true?
Wasn't Benedict Arnold responsible for the burning of New London?
I don't know about that. I'm not sure. I don't know. I thought he was responsible for traitorous activities. He was a spy for the British.
For some reason, I think he also was responsible for the burning of New London.
He was a big man.
If we checked facts on this podcast, I could look it up, but we don't, so.
He plays with his torches, and he shouldn't have been doing such bad things with his torches. And he burned lots of areas. That was what I heard. Okay, so you're right. It is true. All of that's true. I just thought I needed to clarify that. I kind of set it up poorly because I answered the question before I said it. Okay, so that's how not to do a bullshit or not story.
Okay.
Do you have one, Ashley Kamara?
I don't have one.
Okay.
I'm not prepared today. I didn't do my homework.
That's okay.
So is this supposed to be like a bullshit story based on
It could be true or bullshit.
like a person who's well known, like in the
No, it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
Ideally, it's a story that sounds like bullshit and is true, or maybe sounds sort of true, but is bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You have any of those?
Yeah, sure, I can come up with one. Okay, in the 1980s, Stan was living out in Utah, and he was a college student later in life, and he met a gal and went out on a few dates, and was really getting into her. Thought she was a great gal.
Mm.
She was Mormon, so he had to be a good boy. And they had plans to go out to dinner one night, and he got a phone call about maybe 5 o'clock or so, and it said that she canceled on him, and she just said she wasn't feeling well, and he's very disappointed and whatever. Stayed home that night, and when he turned on the news, there was a news story, and it had to do with a couple.
I'm enthralled.
Okay, and
What couple?
A couple that had testified that day, or they'd been in court, because the male in the couple had murdered. There'd been an axe murderer, and the female had been his accomplice. And guess whose picture was on the news?
For the murdered person or the accomplice?
The accomplice.
The girlfriend?
It was the girl that he had started dating.
Was the accomplice to Stan was just a guy.
Stan is my husband. Stan is my husband. My husband in the 80s.
Catch up with this.
Went on a date, several dates with a Mormon woman
Who was an accomplice?
who called him to cancel their date
Because she was in court.
because she had been in court that day
Gonna have to turn the music down here.
because
Yes.
basically she was an axe murderess.
So is it bullshit or not?
Is it bullshit or not?
It sounds true the way you
The
told the
passion.
story. And,
But I don't know. Is Rona a really good actress? She was in some of those plays.
she was in the plays.
I was
She didn't
a
play it.
ballroom dancer in the Katunkwint
Coco
production
Sheffield, yeah.
of Cinderella.
Well, I would suggest that this is true because I believed you throughout, even though I didn't connect.
Even though you
It was the
lost
same
the
Stan.
train.
I had a different Stan. I thought this was just a general Stan. But your Stan, oh my gosh. Well, that's exciting. I hope this is true because I won't look
Except
at Stan
for
the
it
same way.
involves somebody being murdered.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, that's kind of bad and rough. But, this was in the 80s, so
That's okay.
they've already made their ascension. So what do you think? You going to say bullshit?
I'm going to go with true due to the passion of the delivery.
Delivery was great, and if it was off the cuff, it was brill. Absolute brill. All right, so we have 2 affirmatives.
It's true.
It is true.
It's true, and he loves to tell the story. He thinks it's hilarious.
Oh, wow.
She's turned state's witness. And then when she got off, because she was state's witness, reached out to him. And he said, Angela, I saw you on the news, so I don't think we'll be going out anymore.
So basically,
And she was mourning. I'm like,
Did she do this? She do any of the murdering?
she was an accomplice, right?
he said that she drove the guy to the place where he committed the axe murder, and she was in the car, and that she really didn't know what was going on. Now, you'd think when he got back in the car and there's covered in blood and whatever and says, come on, gun it, that maybe she knows something had happened. He didn't have a pizza in his hand.
Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, this is, and he loves to tell you when he dated an axe murderess. Wonderful.
All right, I have a quick one brought up by your dancing past.
Okay.
The Cotuncquit schools once had a Rockette as a teacher. Bullshit or not?
I don't think there's anything wrong with being a Rockette. That's kind of
There's
exciting.
not
No,
anything
it's
wrong.
whether it's bullshit or not.
I'm going to say it's true, and I love it. I hope it's the case.
And obviously, Rona knows who it is.
So the Cotuncquit school librarian?
No.
No, we're not going to say who, but I can tell you the kids love to talk about how the Rockette still brought her makeup case with her
Oh,
to school every day.
I didn't even know that.
Oh, yeah.
that's great. Good for her.
Yeah, I think that's really
A lot
cool.
of kicking.
Yeah.
A lot of kicking.
Get your
When the
hamstrings
kids
set up.
misbehaved, she gave them a good kick.
Yeah, it's true. That's the thing to do. The boys at the back probably were going.
Ooh.
They were digging that. I actually went to that show, Christmas time
have
with
you?
my
Never
daughters,
been.
and
Never
we
been.
had our seats were just so close
Oh.
to the
okay.
action.
All
It
right.
was too much.
Yeah.
I mean,
okay.
all the kicking and it's all, after a while, what are we waiting for? We're waiting for somebody to fail, right? It's like going to one of those race car things.
Oh, I don't think so. If I went to the Rockettes, to me, it would just be all the whole vibe. But
Oh, it was a good vibe.
yeah.
We were too close. The music was right here.
Yeah.
And who am I to bitch about that? But we were right here, and they're right there. I mean, it was.
So sorry that.
My daughters really enjoyed it, I'm sure. Which was the intention.
That was the point,
Yeah,
Jay.
that's the point. All right, that's fun. We're just going to do a little fanfare.
that's quick.
Just when you thought you were going to get a break. We're rolling right along here. I wanted to talk about CVS coupons. CVS is not a sponsor of ours, but I just want to talk about this whole process. Did you shop there at all?
I do shop at CVS, but I don't do the loyalty stuff and all that. Just because I just
You're just disloyal.
I just out of spite, I don't want them to know what I buy and don't buy.
Okay, so your cold cream is your business.
Damn it. Yes.
Yep. If you've got a bad perineum, you don't. It's the fourth time. I'm not sure. It's still funny. You just don't want them
I think
knowing
you used
about it.
Desitin down there.
Yeah.
Okay. On that topic, though, do you take any coupons over there? Use them up.
No.
The free dollars and all. Well, I do. And there are occasions where I'll go in with like a 35% or more, and I'll buy something that I need for like a bulk thing. It's kind of expensive, like psyllium. Let's say you want to buy a lot of psyllium. You know what psyllium is?
Is that for you? Keep
It's
things
a digestive thing. Yeah, we all should have
Keep
it.
things moving.
Fiber?
Fiber.
Silly.
So it keeps
Metamucil. Say it.
what you don't want to. No, I don't go with the name brands.
Okay.
What you don't want to admit is that you're getting older, and you're not, because you don't age. Some of us have to age, so we have to make sure that we keep things moving.
Yeah, I just eat muesli.
That's good too. I eat that as well. And it all works.
In
It's
any
fine.
case, let's get back to the coupons.
Okay.
So
coupons.
I got a big load of this stuff, right? Enough to accommodate this major coupon. Do my thing. They give me coupons. You get your receipt, and with the receipt comes these
More
coupons. So I'm like, okay, well, I have $5 of good things with this and this. I match this up with this. I go back again, and then I get more coupons. I'm in the store, like in this strange little Dante's Inferno.
Loop. You're in the loop.
I'm in this loop. I can't reach where I'm going.
Yeah, you're doing exactly what they want you to do.
Yes.
Exactly. So I'm noticing this about myself, and I'm expressing it to you and the rest of the world.
This explains a lot, wouldn't you say?
What does it explain? Have I been too revealing?
It's kind of exactly.
I gain weight. I eat. I gain weight. Go to Matt's Pharmacy. Yeah. Just get
you shouldn't be supporting these large corporations
Don't support
anyway.
the man. You're supporting the man. Don't.
That's degrading to women.
Break out.
Hair loss migration. We can talk about that, but who cares? It's
Is it true that if you wear one of those red light caps, it will make your hair grow back?
No, but it'll burn your head. The Democratic Party or something else? Is there something else that we should be looking at,
other than the Democratic Party?
To save us? Is there's another thing that should be coming our way, like the Independent Party or the Bull Moose Party?
Actually, on the way in this morning, I was listening to NPR.
Me too.
That Ocasio-Cortez, is that her name?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
AOC.
AOC. So I obviously am a Democrat. I'm not a way lefty. And sometimes I find her a bit much. But they are asking her about the outcome of the New York mayoral race and said, is this Democratic socialist who was elected, is he the new face of the Democratic Party? And she said, you know what? We need many faces. And we have him, but we also have the new governor of Virginia. And
who are definitely more
and we have
moderate.
Her face. And then we have Gavin out in California, and we got the gal in Jersey. She said, we don't need one face.
And Andy Bashir in Kentucky.
Right. We need
in a purple
all
state.
of these people as a team reaching out and representing the many different faces. So I'm not as eloquent as she is, but the point was we don't all have to agree on one face.
I like that.
We need a team approach with this next election.
Because we have to appeal to a variety of issues, right? Mm-hmm. And a variety of voters as well.
And I hate to, oh God, do I hate to say this, but I really think in the next election, if we are going to get sanity back, I don't think the country's ready yet for, the voting bloc isn't ready yet for a female president.
What makes you think that?
Yeah, well, I think you know why.
Yes.
I really, unfortunately, that sounds terrible.
You didn't hear it from me, folks. I didn't say it.
But you know what I'm saying? As a voting bloc, I think they intellectually, absolutely. But as a voting bloc, that's my worry, is that we're going to try to really move forward socially, but we have moved so far back.
That we have to take baby steps back to the,
Yeah.
We're
all back.
On that
they
depressing
kept saying,
note.
I'm sure they
go?
continue.
I'm leaving.
Oh. Goodbye, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, goodbye.
Sorry, I'm the one was late.
No, I always had a hard stop for today.
Hard stop.
Yeah, we knew about your hard stop.
So, and you two are more than
we're capable
of
Sure.
keeping everything
coffee.
going.
I miss you.
I will miss you.
Rona can always go and help herself to another cup of coffee.
We didn't talk about that. You were mentioning before we started that you were going to go.
Having worked in a school for many, many years, I felt perfectly comfortable just busting into the teacher's lounge and making myself a coffee. And as I said, it's kind of like when you are American Express Sky Lounge. I think if you're a member of the NEA, then you have access to any teacher's lounge in the state.
And their spoiled milk.
And the fact that when I went into the fridge, it was just like being home because the cream was, expired.
Hey, we're see ya.
Thank you.
There's the door.
All right. Don't let it hit you.
The big door jam. Oh, that was fun. Oh, she's a great gal, good host.
I tell you, I fangirl her.
Well, I think
as a human being, I fangirl her.
I have same feeling about her. I think she's as a human being.
Smart. She's athletic.
She's got a lot of things going on.
Creative. She's her own person.
Like she can leave when she wants to. She doesn't have to hang in. The zone diet. Are you familiar with anything about a zone diet?
Are you talking about the blue zones?
No, I'm talking about.
There's that was popular like 20 years ago. Stan did that.
Did he? Did it work?
You want to keep your metabolism in a certain zone by eating a certain way.
Yeah, not eating.
No.
If you eat some carbohydrates and then you want to have protein at the same time, or not the same time, but in the same.
Wasn't it about keeping your blood sugar even?
Yes, that's correct.
Yes. Yeah. Are you doing that?
No, but it's just curious if you knew anything about it.
Yeah, I just remember it was kind of a fact. I mean, it was. Yeah.
How do you feel about Halloween being hijacked in Cotunkit by five streets and I guess apparently the police department and the
I was part
fire
of
department.
So there's two things I think. Number one, I do miss the neighborhood feel of just, I went through with my own kids. We had our little loop that we would do, and it was lovely.
I remember you visiting.
Mm-hmm. And that was really fun.
It was because we always had an extra glass of wine as you stopped by. I mean, a lot of people did that.
We'd come with our, So, but I don't, but we have a shrinking population of children, right? So
true.
I don't know if there's enough kids to support the old neighborhood thing or not.
Oh.
But also, I am a participant in that at 56 Green Lane.
Blue Green Lane, isn't it?
56 Blue Green Lane?
Is it Blue Green?
Blue Green Lane. And that's
because Green Lane's in the north
the
end.
home of Les and...
Oh, yeah. Those folks, yeah.
Yeah, those folks. And every year we have a theme. This year we were actually Portland Protest Frogs.
Oh, fun.
We had our green outfits, we had our blue kerchiefs, we had our flags. And so that's a lot of fun, too. But I did notice lots of off-islanders. It's kind of become, it's probably good for the folks on, Cotunkit Main Street. It brings in money but lots of families, off-island families.
Oh, good.
And you know what? That's okay. The kids are
having fun. Come to a safe place.
Yeah. So, I kind of feel both ways.
Cool. I just wanted to ask you about that.
It happened originally because those 3 streets went all out as homeowners with their decorations.
Oh.
That's how it became so popular.
I see.
Yeah.
So
kids would gravitate downtown because those 3 streets would have amazing decorations.
Yeah.
And then
it
became what it is now.
Yeah. It drove the business.
Yep.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, it's that time of the show where we talk about our people that support us. These are these folks that are either sponsoring or sometimes these are public service announcements that we have to do. Town-owned properties is a quasi-town-owned company that's purchased properties to build low-income housing. TOP, T-O-P, is literally in bed with the town on this one, says Giancolmo de Centorio of Providence. We figure it'll be a lot easier getting HUD funding from the government if the town of Cotunkit is involved in the ownership. We have the money, the unions, the experience, and the town has the land, the federal assistance inside track, and the permitting all locked up. It should be easy, Mr. De Centorio said. Town Council President Hansel, says, is that her name? Last name? Hansel. Hansel, first name, Hansel. Yeah, it's like interesting name. I didn't know her last name was Hello. That must be Hilo. Something. Hilo. Yeah, that's Hilo. It. It's a private-public partnership for the town. Given our size and annual tax base, we could never have done this project on our own, and now with the help of TOP, we'll be able to exceed our low-income housing requirement and once again become an affordable community for families to thrive.
I'm okay with that if all of the housing is affordable. I'm kind of tired of the overdevelopment, and let's insert of 20 units 3 that are quote-unquote affordable. To me, it's just
I would never approve of what you just described. No, of course not.
But it's been happening.
I don't like it. I don't like it
either.
One
don't
bit.
Like it.
Don't forget to arrive on time to the blood drive. At the time of this podcast, it's unclear when the blood drive will be conducted in town. But you better be on time. Jason from the barbershop wants you to come by and sing a song with him, whether you're receiving a haircut or not. Hats and More, 10 Sycamore Street, next to the ambulance barn, is a printing shop for all your promotional printing and embroidery needs. $5 winter hats in the knockout pile where we place all our mistakes, and there's a lot this year. Your hat could read Katunquit, where we always quit. We have 500 of those because we replace never with always. Come on down and find a warm hat. Buy one, give one. For every mistaken hat you buy, we donate one to homeless and needy persons. And the final business, Kelp, and this is a new one, and I like this one. Kelp and Seaweed Compost Startups is a brand new company here in Katunquit, specializing in all things compost on site. We build your animal-free caged compost pile and started off right with pure Katunquit kelp and seaweed. For a fee of $450, soup to nuts, you'll be styling with super soil in the spring. Contact Dick Reddens for an at-home site inspection. What an unfortunate name. He should have been... That's one of the name... None of the names, you just want to make sure that they go with Richard for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
Gosh. Whew. I hope that's a typo. So we're going to do a little poetry today. I have a poem, somewhat allegorical poem. It's a little quizzical, though, however. A lot of animals in this one. It's called Bar Talk. Are you comfortable? Okay, I want to make sure you're comfortable.
I'm good. I'm comfortable.
Okay, so it's called Bar Talk. I wrote it. A guy walks into a bar, or is it a bear walks into a guy? He sits down at the bar and orders a guy. The bartender's an owl. She blinks, swivels her head, and questions, "Ooh." A snail slowly slithers along the wet bar to hear her response, stopping to smell the lotus flower. Big mistake. Everyone knows that the lotus is a fake and smells like cancer. The lion lays across the table sleeping, or maybe not, his eyes telling the story of dreams, of the time he regretfully ate his young, because their fur shone darker in a certain light. He awakens angry, not sure why. A cop flops in, dressed as a serious dolphin that fails to smile. He's wearing a green hat with the bottled whiskey nose, clearly a snorting stereotype. He shoves the snail aside, knocking the lotus off the bar and shattering the vase. The bartender owl shrieks and pours another beer on the bar for the snail to slowly suck down. The bear needs more room and pushes a young cub from his stool, bruising the weakened and unsuspecting bear. Everyone surrounds the bear, but none of the animals help the cub. The bear shows no remorse, standing over the cub while lifting heavy objects to flex his muscles. A giant turkey vulture with an inferiority complex enters the bar. He combs his neck feathers oddly in a misshapen coif. He doesn't drink, but he's looking for something and nothing at the same time. A turkey vulture that looks but does not see. He only listens to the sound of his own voice, and he speaks to all within range, cupping his hands to make a greater noise to overtake the sounds of the jukebox in the corner, declaring himself to be the loudest turkey. He finally sits at the bar in the seat where the cub once sat, and ironically orders a Sprite. A transvestite giraffe sits next to him. The turkey vulture immediately grabs the giraffe by the crotch, letting go when he recognizes the malleable feel of a set of testicles. He disparages the innocent giraffe and claims that the giraffe came onto him. He leaves his seat and sits on the opposite side of the bear. The lion yawns, lifts himself from the table, and brexits. The bear drinks coffee. The turkey vulture orders a second Sprite. The bear asks if anyone knows of a good hotel where he could stay for the night. The turkey vulture hands him his card and says nothing, gesturing with a nod of his head. The snail, taking advantage of a slippery bar, slithers between the bear and the vulture. The owl advises him to consider another spot, but the snail persists, urging the cub to stay put. The snail orders a hot toddy with extra honey and gives it to the cub. The cub accepts the gifts and shifts in the seat nervously with one foot on the floor, readying to leave. The snail suggests to the cub that he can help with other animals and the birds at the bar. The cub is suspicious, yet leans in to hear the whispering snail. Help me to find the hunter that is stalking the turkey vulture, and I will give you all the honey you could ever want. The turkey vulture overhears the snail and doubles down. Find the hunter, and I will provide a swimming pool full of honey for you and all the other cubs, he says as loud, so loud, to all the other everyone at the bar can hear. The owl pretends he's drinking down a drink order and transcribes what the vulture said. The turkey vulture announces to all that he is the best, the biggest turkey. The vulture finds the largest carcasses, eats civilly at the side of the road, has the biggest roosting tree in the world, and that he plays golf when he gets time, every weekend at his hotel. The bear asks him for a hotel room. He comps the bear. They leave the bar, yucking it up like old friends, the bear reminding the turkey vulture of that time he spent in Moscow, in that hotel room, He reminds the vulture that it's all on tape. The turkey vulture swallows hard, his Adam's apples noticeably protruding, and says for all to hear on the busy street as the bar patrons slither us outside, "This bear is a great guy. You can visit my nest any time. I love this bear." The bear went to the hotel. The turkey vulture stayed awake all night, making small bird sounds, tweeting until dawn.
Wow. Very, very, very nice.
Very nice. Very nice. It's very nice. It's a lot to take in and all at once, but obviously I'm going for something here.
Did the turkey vulture then throw a Halloween party with a Great Gatsby theme to it?
Yes. Yes, he did. He did.
What a guy.
What a guy. And he is not afraid to grab him by the crotch.
He is not. Man, that is one. Oof.
It's one interesting dude.
Ballsy turkey vulture.
So that's what we have for today on that poem. The part of the show, the poetry. You have a poem for us?
No, I didn't get the homework assignment. So.
Well, let's see where we are in the show here. We're at 106. In this part of the show, we generally read a short story. This is not short, but it's right there. Yeah. It's entitled. It has a heavy title.
All right, was the title?
Avenue Fucked.
Ah, God, don't we all know it?
I think you'll recognize Avenue Fucked.
All right.
Or Avenue F, which is right in your neighborhood. Claude Svensson joined the others on the Walk of Shame initiated by Elon Musk and his millennial band of techno-geek penny pinchers after being laid off from the Naval Research Center for no reason. For the past 4 weeks, Claude had sent his required weekly report to Musk's tranche of cyber bullies ever since the election, as prescribed, that identified the various tasks that he had been accomplishing each week. Despite the somewhat classified nature of much of what he did for a living and his role as a highly paid toxic waste custodian, Claude, responsible for fuel cleanups, disaster mitigation, and cleanup quality control, and even some basic grant writing, remained dumbfounded as to the likely decision to let him and his team go from the federal government. When it became more and more evident that he was to be jettisoned, as the weeks after the inaugural events of the new president provided job fatal for many federal workers, he wrote his Musk required weekly reports in bullet form to save time, and included a specifically developed mnemonic message for his own amusement, such as follows. Claude Svensson, February 3rd through February 7th, 2025, Weekly Work Report, NRC. Masked canisters for preventive corrosion as preparatory for grinding of stainless steel surfaces in advance of painting. Underwater inspection of 6 torpedo prepaid tubes for continued analysis of corrosion prevention paints. Sought advice from superiors regarding laboratory mold mitigation programs. Kilogram conversion weighing of a current stock of silver and gold. Gained access to shared cleaning products with Naval Resource Center. Organized staff development for recent spill on site on an unspecified island. 2 trips to docked warship for inspection. Hellenia Torpedo Project plans and schematic for inspection and analysis of potential spill preparation with superiors. And finished a privately funded grant writing project to help foster gender equity in the disaster mitigation employees segment of the U.S. government. His mnemonic device spelling out, Musk, go to hell, fini. Claude had been working at NRC for 17 years, and he had developed a bond with his team and risen to the title of Mitigation Onboard Consultant, having studied intermittently but never finished his engineering degree. As Claude's boss, retired Naval Commander Harvey Retrick, said at a recent year-end evaluation only days before the change in president, Claude, you're indispensable. You're one of those team members around here that can think on their feet, and to put it quite bluntly, you figure shit out that stumps most of us. Commander Retrick's parting words, delivered only hours ago during Claude's dismissal, provided nothing empathetic and never mentioned Claude being indispensable. It was simply informational and revealed in mass with all the other unfortunates destined to the walk of shame. Even Commander Retrick, though he wasn't dismissed, had been musked. Claude always parked far from his office at the free plug-in electric station. He needed the exercise after his long shifts working in hazardous conditions, and he appreciated the free electricity. He worried about his health and the health of his teammates at NRC. He often, while walking to his car, took long, deep breaths as he would walk briskly with pride and conviction, no matter the weather. But today he noticed his breaths to be shallow and fast, and oddly, he didn't feel as if he could slow them down. As he walked to his recently purchased Chevy Bolt electric car, he nodded his head in silence to 2 people he knew who were experiencing the same fate this day. He wondered if he'd be able to make the $454 per month payments. He wondered what Elsie would say when he arrived at home at their recently purchased home in Catocquid Island, centered in Narragansett Bay and only 8 minutes from his workplace and 30 minutes from hers. Purchasing a home in Catocquid was a stretch for the recently married couple, but they depended on 2 healthy incomes when they asked the lender for the money, and were just after Claude said to Elsie, "If we don't do it now, when will we ever be able to afford to live on Catocquid Island?" The lender said, "Mrs. Svensson, you're an administrator at the Sylvan Messina Williams College of Bristol, Rhode Island, and Mr. Svensson, I see here your job with the federal government. You should be all set if your credit scores are solid, which undoubtedly they are. Yes, all fine. 784, very good score on your credit side. You're qualifying for $784,000 at 5.7% interest rate. That's a very good rate. And with that down payment that you saved, you'll find a home where you'll be comfortable. Doing the right thing can work out sometimes." Claude recalled the banker's words. Claude unplugs his electric plug-in unit and replaces it on the receptacle while peering over a lineup of unattended Tesla cars, still plugged in nearby, and apparently selectively not laid off or terminated. Claude shook his head in disgust. He used to admire Elon Musk for his risk-taking and perceived concern for the environment with the development of his new electric car company, Tesla. Claude dumped his Tesla stock before the election when Musk showed up on Trump's rally stage, and now he's glad he did. Well, at least Elsie's job is secure at the college, he thought as he crossed the bridge as the white caps sparkled atop the vast expanse of the East Passage of Narragansett Bay. It was 12:45 as Claude passed the Catocquid Cafe, and he thought for a moment that he might stop in for lunch and a few drinks. But he did the responsible thing, and he rolled towards home instead, to his cottage on Avenue F, a dirt road on the west side of the island. Catocquid hadn't named the paper roads when the small town was built in 1972, or when the small home was built in 1972. As Claude passed the road sign Avenue F, he could only think that he lives on Avenue Fucked. Elsie's car was curiously and uncharacteristically parked at an odd angle haphazardly in the driveway. He thought, she never works from home. Claude could hear sobbing as he entered the house and rushed to the kitchen table where Elsie's crying filled the room. "Oh, you heard?" Claude half asked. "If you're home early to comfort me, just go back. There's nothing you can do for me. It's over," Elsie said while blowing her nose and wiping her eyes with the same overloaded tissue. Claude reached for a box of tissues on the counter and placed them in front of Elsie. There's no going back for me," Claude said while shaking his head. "With me dismissed after 15 years, I can't believe it. And the others, too. I mean, these are all good people doing good work around the world. It's awful," Elsie said, as tears butted up with the others to create an avalanche of salty water running over her cheeks. "Oh, no. It's both of us, then," Claude reveals. You? They can't. You're essential. You have to be there. What if there's a spill? Claude, there's a spill every day at NRC. What the fuck is going on? Elsie swears. You never swear, Elsie. Don't start now, Claude responds. I've just begun swearing, Claude, so get used to it. What the fuck are we going to do? Elsie says. It's too soon. I don't know. Maybe consulting, Claude says unsurely. I've been grant writing at NRC during the last 2 years. Maybe I'll do that, Claude finishes. Stick to what you know, Claude, Elsie replies. Elsie pauses to reflect, to wipe both cheeks with a paper towel, then continues speaking sadly. But my grants have all been to secure monies from the federal government for people in poor neighborhoods that need help with food, heating oil, housing. What would those people do this winter? I guess that we're all the low-hanging fruit, as it turns out. It seems the U.S. has lost its soul, Elsie reflects. Most of the university's leadership teams are running and hiding. They sent some lackey public relations idiot to tell us we were fired, along with one nitwit from HR who clearly hadn't never offboarded anyone. And last week, all those people trying to make government more fair through DEI initiatives, they were all sent home. I should have known it'd be us next, Elsie laments. Did they send everyone home? Claude asks. Everyone, even Jeanette, who's working with women in Olneyville to provide small business opportunities. She's been super successful. And the vegetable, that vegetable center in Central Falls where they collect all the locally grown produce from the volunteer farmers, that will be all shut down too. The Clean Water Project in Pawtucket also cut. Jeanette was awarded 6 times with the governor before she worked in Bristol at Sylvan Messina and Rotten Williams University. I mean, they just don't care, Elsie says as her words drift off at the end. What can we do? Claude asks. It's as if it's not over, as if this hasn't happened, Elsie says. They watched while I filled a cardboard box with my stuff. They even questioned what I was taking. I mean, my plants, for Christ's sake. Who would steal a plant from that stupid fucking university, Elsie states. Yeah, me too. Took my credential badge. I can't even get in the front gate now, even if I wanted to. Say I left something, a plant. No way I'm getting back. Claude surmises. I have my badge, but no one checks anything over there on the campus, so that's not such a big deal. They're so fucked up at that place, they probably didn't delete me from the system. My college colleague, Tia, she was let go 6 months ago, and we met for lunch about a month ago, and she still had full access to the entire grant platform. HR doesn't know shit about how to offload anyone. They hardly know how to hire anyone else, he says. Well, why don't you check? Claude suggests. I could, but why? Elsie asks. Just try it, Claude says, pointing to Elsie's open laptop at the kitchen table. Okay, Elsie says as she taps in her code. I'm still in the system, Elsie says, her head shaking disgustedly. Can you believe it? Does that mean you'll get paid? Claude asks. No, maybe, but we couldn't accept the money, Elsie replies. I guess not, of course not, but what if you write a grant? Maybe like a FEMA grant, displaced persons, or disaster grant, Claude suggests. There hasn't been a natural disaster, Elsie says. Yeah, but it's an unnatural disaster brought on by our government, where people are going to lose their homes, need a food assistance. You know what I mean? All the same shit that happens after a hurricane. Hurricane Elon, Claude says, while feigning the slightest laughter. Nothing funny about a disaster, but how could we set it up? There's no one left there in my office. No one physically left to handle grants on site, Elsie asks. You distribute the funds electronically from Avenue F. Right from here, Elsie. Your friend Jeanette, she's going to lose her home, right? You said she was close to losing it when the last layoff happened last year. And Marcy has 5 children, and she's divorced, living paycheck to paycheck. These are people that need help, Claude reasons. I'll look for a grant opportunity, Elsie said, while nodding with her eyes closed, the way Claude remembered her when he'd bust in on her at work with grape leaves and falafel salad from International Pockets on the occasions where he had a day off and Elsie was working. He would find her in a trance-like zone, deeply concentrating on intricate government-laced, twisted bureaucratic matters. Trump's always saying that everything's a disaster. Why can't we have our own disaster, based on his disastrous decision to cut our programs and the people running them, Elsie reasoned. Can you write the grant to somehow include a buddy program to help the people that need help in Rhode Island, too? Claude asked. Don't get ahead of yourself. I'll do an AI search and see what's still out there, and we can create something that resembles what we need for our team, and they can in turn help others. I don't know if they'll all be on board, though, Elsie surmises. Hey, why don't we create a test, some sort of psychological test that identifies the likelihood of their participation, and we'll find those that won't back out and get cold feet, that won't squeal on us? Claude questions. That's ridiculous, Claude. I'll tell you right now, it's a small team and it won't require any testing. Jeanette would be in. Marcy's definitely in. Tia, yeah, I'm sure she'll do it. And that leaves Jason and DeMarie Marest. Jason's out. He can't be trusted. He's kind of been mailing it in for a while and asking for a raise each quarter. DeMarie Marest is new. And while she's quiet, I've heard her speak at lunch table about federal government injustices since the president was sworn in office. I think that she's capable of supporting this ruse, and maybe Tom as well. I mean, Tom is cool. He's a surfer dude, and he'll be chill about it all. His mission, pairing troubled, needy kids with surfers, has changed lives for so many kids. I mean, it's like a buddy program for surfers, and we have to do this work. I think that's the team that we can trust. That's them, Elsie says. Can you search that now with the AI thing? Claude asks. Claude, I already did while we were talking. Isn't it amazing? Elsie responds. Any results? I mean, what criteria did you give it? Claude asks. Keywords, category, grants, type, disaster, relief, out of work, loss of home, loss of transportation. I mean, we'll lose our Chevy Bolt, won't we? And I put it in, like, help others, Elsie says. And that this is what came up. Federal Environmental Emergency Short-Term Grant. Is that the only one, Claude asks? No, there are two others that fit our criteria. Federal Disaster Internal Funds Relief, and the one I like most, Federal Disaster Helping Hand Fund. So it's the Federal Disaster Helping Hand Fund. Elsie says. Do you need help with this, Claude asks? Most of it can be done with AI. I'll write this evening. We'll have a Zoom meeting with everyone tonight before we submit it. Is that cool? Elsie asks. Who needs to sign off on a grant submittal? Claude asks. If I'm still in the system, just me, Elsie states. And the federal funds, they come through your office? Claude asks. Through our department's business office, but those people never see anyone. They just send funds wherever I tell them electronically to route the monies. Elsie schemes. I couldn't order a pencil without a congressional approval, Claude says. Well, it seems Congress is on sabbatical, so we need to get people paid and keep people working and helping others, Elsie says excitedly. How would it work? How are we going to fund folks in Pawtucket at the food thing? The one you mentioned, Claude asks. If we need, for example, to send heating oil to Food Resource Center, we include the request in the grant application for disaster relief. We send them the fuel oil. We'll figure it out after we get the grant. You know, the elements like shipping, that can be problematic. Maybe we can include those dollars in the staff's paychecks. Sure, someone's going to use their own money to send the T-shirts and surfboards to Tom, right? Yeah, sure, Claude says. You don't get it. These are principled people. They'd never take a dollar from a person in need. And now they're in need. And they, through our help, can help others, Elsie says. And me? What about me? Claude asked. You'll have to look for a job or go on unemployment, I guess. Can't you work for one of those disaster cleanup teams that come to your house after a flood? Elsie asks callously. Ouch, Claude responds. I'm sorry. Too soon. Elsie winces and reaches for the back of Claude's arm with concern. It's easiest if everyone stays at the same salary rate, right? And then you can create, like, let's say, travel expenses to fictitious places that you can then divert to fund the programs in other places throughout Rhode Island and through through your team, Claude says. But what about taxes? All the money to go to the staff will be taxes if it were income. Oh, I'm so stupid. It'll be expense travel money, so no taxes. I'll have to fudge the receipts somehow. I can do it, Elsie says. The Zoom call was successful, and all agreed to keep going, and that Elsie should confidently push the send button. 6 months later, after Disaster Relief had received their second round of payments, 6,000 gallons of heating oil, along with 700 pairs of pajamas and 40 hooded winter jackets, were sent to the needy, and after Tom purchased 18 wetsuits and 7 more surfboards, the FBI entered Claude and Elsie's home, seized their computers, iPhones, tablets, and even an antique Apple computer Claude had been saving since 1989. Their Cotunkit neighbors gathered in the street as Elsie was led from their modest home on Avenue F in handcuffs, as Claude attempted to reach for her arm, only to be abruptly and physically dismissed by the FBI agent and threatened with arrest. Now, they were both truly Avenue fucked. The end. That's Avenue fucked.
I like that. I like the unnatural disaster. The whole.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting the funding for the unnatural disaster that was created.
Unnaturally.
Well,
it's been a pleasure hanging out with you.
Well, thank you.
I really enjoyed being together and storytelling and enjoying the jocularity that comes with being all together again. And maybe we'll get all of our guests at some point over to the abode in Cotunkit, Allen abode, for a visitation. Gonna have to say goodbye now.
Yeah, well, this was fun, and I'm gonna go home and enjoy my steamers.
Yes.
Thank you, James.
All right, I got some clams for the crew today. That was fun. It's been specifically, it's the Beaver Moon right now, and that's a big moon. Therefore, the tide goes way out, and I was able to get some. I'm glad I could share them with you.
Thank you very much.